is the type of love that I want, and that is what I want for you. I want you to be so aligned with your source that beats your heart, so aware of your wholeness, so that the parts of you that have forgotten that you're whole, that think you're small and powerless, no longer drive you. They sort of melt back into the ocean of your wholeness. And that you so claim your power and your sovereignty and your beauty and your amazingness that you would never mistake being treated poorly as having any potential for love. That you'd be able to see that other person more clearly, see his wounding and his suffering, and wish him well on his journey as you go deeper into your own awakening. So this is why I think people fantasize and cling and obsess over lost love, is that they're trying to get their wholeness met and satisfied by another human being, and assigning all of their needs and desires onto somebody else rather than going deeper into their own healing and transformation. And until you actually believe that you are whole and that you are powerful and stand in your sovereignty and your sacred and your sacredness in such a way that you embody it so fully, that you embody the fullness of who you are so fully, that your mind is still going to project that need onto somebody else, and you're going to make it about that person rather than come into your expansive self and trust that real love is not painful. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I want to say about this. Yeah. What I want to say is that this is such a common experience of humanity, that you are in your humanity in this process, that love can trigger us in such a way that the trigger feels so real and alive that we have no choice but to look at it. And so what I'm wanting for you is to get more curious about yourself in the longing rather than continuing to allow your mind to pull towards him. Every time you think of him and longing for him, I want you to stop the stream of thought and turn your focus back towards yourself and be really curious about what is happening inside of you. Like, I'm imagining that there's a little girl inside of you who's needing to feel loved and wants it in a really specific way. And so getting curious about her and offering her the love that she wants and the love that she's longing for might feel very nourishing to your soul and to your psyche. My attention now is going to that you cheat on your fiance and that you feel guilty. It sounds like you feel shame about that. I believe that integrity and truth sets us free from the clinging pattern that we engage in. And so, even though it might feel impossible and you probably don't want him to hurt knowing the truth, because I want your growth and evolution to be your primary focus, I want to just invite you to consider what it would be like to own your actions and own that your heart isn't fully in this connection before you marry somebody with all of these lies and distorted ways of being together between you. Because to me, that would be the greatest travesty of all, is if you moved forward with your marriage not claiming your truth and not fully embodying your wholeness and your power. So what I'm wishing for you right now is the courage to be vulnerable, the self-awareness to own the consequences of your actions, and the ability to embody your wholeness and not assign your desires and your needs to anybody else, to really claim who you are and to meet all the people in your life from your sovereignty. So from my heart to yours, wishing you deep connection, deep love, and all good things. This is Harmony Quaker, and thank you so much for listening.